can make positive identification in just a second. Yeah, it's you.
Good. I wouldn't want this to be happening to anyone else.
You happy?
Happy? Happy is for people who have health and wealth and box seats at ball games. I'm far beyond that.
That's nice. I like to hear that.
I might ask you the same question. Are you happy, Dr. Quartermain?
You can call me Alan when we're in bed.
Oh. Well, I didn't want to be presumptuous.
I'm happier than I can remember being. Ever.
Good. You know, I could learn to like being here with a man who's supposed to be in New York at a Hardwick Foundation meeting.
I gotta tell you something. This man likes it, too.
Just as a matter of interest, how's the meeting going?
We just called it to order.
Oh. May I make a motion?
I'll say you can.
I move that we dispense with the reading of the minutes and get down to serious business.
That motion is seconded and carried unanimously.
I like being carried unanimously. It gives a girl a feeling of security.
You are. Don't worry. You know how beautiful it was to spend the whole night with you?
I have an approximate idea.
Sheer luxury in a world of deprivation. It was so beautiful that I'm going to spend the whole day in bed with you, too.
You are?
If you don't have any objections.
Are you kidding? Sounds wonderful. That is, unless, of course, my partner in the disco minds my not opening up today.
No, your partner doesn't mind. Anyway, it's a holiday today. It's bicentennial Port Charles week or something. I don't know. People can be dancing in the streets, not in the discos. Besides, whoever heard of discoing during the day?
Well, we do have deliveries, you know.
What, are you expecting any?
No.
What are you worried about? If they bring anything, they can leave it on the door.
Oh, yeah, I can see that now. Cases of champagne and liquor sitting by the door. There will be celebrating in Port Charles.
It's all right. I want everyone to be as happy as I am. Stop worrying, will you, please?
I'm not. Actually, I don't have anything on order at the moment anyway. Which is not to say that I shouldn't.
Would you do me a favor? Would you stop worrying about business and just concentrate on pleasure? You're going to spend the rest of the day in bed.
Only if you spend it with me.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good morning.
Good morning. The coffee's all ready, dear.
Thank you. You got all this silver service out just to give me a cup of coffee?
Well, not really, darling. Gail and Lee are coming over.
Oh, that's right, they are. Yeah.
How could you forget? You asked Lee to help you with your speech.
Oh, I didn't forget. I couldn't. We're also going to have a meeting with the mayor later on.
So that's why I thought it'd be nice to get the silver out and make a festive note for the day.
Very thoughtful of you. Very thoughtful. Now, let's see.
You really worried about your speech?
No, not worried. Just a little concerned about what all the other speakers are going to say. I mean, on our birthday, it's 20th birthday, Port Charles. I don't want to put everybody to sleep with a lot of repetition. I want my speech to be dynamic and different.
Well, I'm sure it will be.
Tell you the truth, Audrey, it didn't sound very dynamic when I read it to myself last night.
Oh? Well, you're a very tough critic, you know.
But I'm not one of the best speechwriters in the country. That's good coffee, honey.
Thank you.
You know, I've been wondering if Diana and Ann were able to coordinate the nurses for the parade. I mean, after all that turmoil last night.
Oh, I am hoping.
Well, since I had to go to the hospital for that 3-car accident, I didn't get a chance to hear all the details as to why Ann was so upset. Did you happen to talk to her after I left?
Yes, dear, I talked to her.
And what did she say?
Well, I will tell you, but I think it's better that we talk about it after the parade.
Really?
Well, I mean, if I get started and then maybe interrupted by Lee and Gail,
Well, shut yourself.
Just take these out to the kitchen.
Listen, nobody's throwing me out of here.
Dr. Weber, it's Dr. Nelson's orders. He doesn't want your wife to be disturbed.
Oh, well, that's just too bad. Listen, I'm telling you something. You guys can try and throw me out of here, but I'm telling you, you're going to have a fight on your hands.
This is really very unpleasant.
Maybe we better wait and see what Dr. Nelson has to say.
You know, I think that's a damn good idea.
There he is now.
Jeff, what's happened to you? Have you taken leave of your senses?
No, I certainly have not. And I kind of resent you trying to have me thrown out. I have every right in the world to be here. The only person that doesn't belong is my sweet wife there. She's as sane as anyone.
Oh, you've decided that, have you?
Yes, you bet I have. And I'll tell you something else that you obviously haven't been able to discover on your own. She's been faking her amnesia. She's fooled everyone, Doctor.
Jeff, why would she fake amnesia?
For her own best interests.
I have no reason to believe that she's faking it all.
I'm telling you she is. She's known for years where our son is. He's the baby that our friend Diana Taylor adopted. That's our Stephen Lars. And I'm sorry, but I refuse to sit around and let this absurd situation go on any longer.
And, what do you propose to do?
I want my wife released from this institution immediately.
What then?
And then I'm going to get a divorce from her and claim the child that she's been trying to keep from me all these years.
All right. Now I'm going to tell you what you're going to do, Doctor. You are going to leave here and not come back again until you get permission from me. Now, what you've done today may have caused incalculable injury to your wife, and I'm not going to stand for it. She's still my patient, and no matter what
Well,
you
I
say
am
or
relieving
do...
you of that duty right now, Doctor. Here, Heather, look at these, will you?
What are they?
2 sets of baby footprints. Do you recognize them?
Dr. Weber, please, I insist
Will you
on
answer me,
this.
Heather? Do you recognize these? Now, I got this set from Diana last night. They're supposedly of her sons, of PJ's. These I got at General Hospital's files of Stephen Lars. You can see yourself the similarities.
Jeff, I am not an expert on these things.
No, but you're not blind either, Doctor. For heaven's sakes, they match. So don't try to tell me my poor sniveling little wife here is a martyr of any kind.
Heather, do you recognize these?
Well, Jeff said what they were, but they don't mean anything to me.
Oh, that's a bunch of garbage. Before Cal Jameson died, he swore that Heather knew exactly where our son was. Now, a dying man does not lie. Evidently, just this particular living woman does.
Jeff, I need more conclusive proof than just your word.
I'll get all the proof you want, Doctor. I'm going to take these prints to an expert and have them verified. So I'll get you your proof positive that Stephen Lars and PJ are the same child. And then just let Heather sit there and try and deny any knowledge of the past. Doctor, you're going to be hearing from me very soon, believe it. And that goes for you too, lady.
I'm sorry, Heather. I know how upset you must be.
Why would Jeff accuse me of those things? Why did he say all those awful things to me?
Shh, listen. I want you to go to your room and try to get some rest now, huh? Now, look, I'll stop by later this morning and we'll talk about all this that's happened. In the meantime, you are absolutely safe here at Forest Hills, Heather.
I'm frightened.
Please don't be. Now, try to get some rest. Nurse,
Yes, Dr. Nelson?
would you please take Heather back to her room now?
Of course. Come along, Heather.
You two look very chipper this morning.
Well, it's a beautiful, crisp morning.
Great beginning for Port Charles
let me
week. I
take
just hope
this.
the weather lasts this way for the rest of the week.
Well, good morning, Gail, Lee.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
Fine, fine. Well, maybe a shade nervous.
Oh, listen, you're going to make a magnificent appearance.
Listen, I appreciate you coming by to help. I don't want to sound like all the other speakers, and I'd like to run my speech for you, the both of you, and see what you think.
Well, listen, we'd love to listen to it.
And do Audrey and I get to listen too?
Absolutely. I can use all the input I can get.
Oh, good. Well, let's help ourselves to coffee.
Oh, perfect.
Do you mind, darling, if we pour while
Where
you
are the
already?
donuts? Do you have any substitute sugar? I don't really want sugar. I'm on this diet.
407 years ago, our forefathers brought forth to this continent a new nation.
Wait a minute. That has a familiar ring to it somehow.
I just wanted to get your attention.
Oh.
What? You certainly did.
I think Lincoln may have a few objections, don't you?
Well, then let's try this one and see if you like it any better. Now, Governor and Honorable Mayor, city officials, ladies and gentlemen, at the tender young age of 200, Port Charles stands firmly on its infant feet and takes its place as one of the major shipping and industrial centers of the eastern seaboard. But it wasn't always the cosmopolitan center you see around you today. This spot we're standing on now was once the Heart Swamp area, judged to be useless for any other... Well, Jeremy, come on down. I was just going over my speech.
Yeah, it sounds kind of old-fashioned.
You liked it, did you?
Well, you sound more like a chief of state than chief of staff.
Well, that's quite a turnabout phrase. Maybe you have an unsuspected gift for rhetoric.
Oh, hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jeremy. How are you? Jeremy, what are you doing up so early? You could have slept another 20 minutes.
I know, but it's a big day. Besides, I'm starved.
In that case, why don't you forget about the speech and go get yourself some breakfast?
I'll help you fix it. Come on.
No, it's okay. I can make some cereal and toast. I'll fix it myself. You go right on with your speech. Don't let me stop you.
Jeremy, where's your mother? Is she up yet?
She overslept. She's getting dressed. She'll be down in a minute.
Thank you.
Oh, are these the capes?
Yes, yes.
Oh, aren't they lovely? Well, that is going to be some colorful parade with our nurses all decked out in their capes.
Sarah, what do you want? What in the world are you doing with that cape? What if someone should come in here and see you?
Nobody's gonna see me.
You don't know that. Someone could come in here at any minute. What are you doing with that anyway?
Trying to find something out.
Well, what do you mean? That's ridiculous. What are you going to find out from a cape?
I was trying to find out if you really left the sanitarium last night, or if it was just a nightmare I had and thought you were gone.
I told you it was.
I know what you told me.